My stats professor used to drive one of these, and that always made me think, how good can you actually be at stats? Better than me, that's for damn sure. This is the latest Mercedes S-Class, specifically the S560. With recent tweaks and updates, it's the latest version of the biggest Mercedes sedan designed by their best and brightest, and a car that, for decades, has brought everything Mercedes-Benz knows about engineering, design, luxury, and technology to market, where it dukes it out in the classiest of battles with other luxury flagships designed for big dollar shot callers. This great big turbocharged luxury lounge is simply a rolling collection of everything Mercedes knows about building high-end cars. S-Class starts at $106,000, but this particular one starts at $124,000. Add in the optional equipment list with a cost similar to a new Kia, and you're at $141,000. So while you're watching the rest of this review of one of the world's foremost six-figure luxury cars by me, a guy whose favorite restaurant has a $1.29 menu, remember something for context, though this is a machine which intentionally comes with a price tag that flies so far over most people's heads that it needs a passport. A lot of the high-end tech and features you see here go into a sort of technological gene pool from which future cars will draw. After all, not long ago it was an S-Class that was the first car to use all LED lighting, or to offer certain autonomous driving features you can now find in your favorite Mazda. It was one of the first cars with a driver airbag. The S-Class brought ABS brakes to market too. This car has long been about firsts, so take the following information as a review of this car or as a preview of what might be coming to a much more affordable car that you're considering one day soon. Let's roll the review. It's on board where S-Class most strongly makes the case for its high price tag by putting you into a world of aluminum and leather and stitching, and making sure that you'll have a very hard time finding anything that looks or feels cheap or low budget. The leather is creamy, the stitching is perfect. There's almost nothing you can lay your eyes or fingertips on that doesn't look or feel positively lavish. That's a good thing when dropping six figures on a luxury flagship, and a good thing for you and I, because design like this tends to make the whole industry step up their game. There are massaging seats, and they're heated and chilled and adjustable down to the finest detail. You can have what approximates a hot stone massage as you ooze down the road, and the seats even change the way they grip and support you as you steer and corner, securing you in place with dynamic bolsters that reduce the workload on your back muscles so you get out feeling limber and nimble even hours later. Sound deadening technology and engineering is enormous in here. Even well past the highway speed limit, you can literally whisper to your closest passenger. Or if you prefer music, the Burmester stereo system with subwoofers mounted into the body shell replicates your favorite music with some of the best power and performance I've ever encountered on this side of an IMAX concert documentary. Two giant displays comprise the instrument cluster and central command interface, each of which is controllable from little touchpads on the steering wheel or this track wheel down on the console. You can manipulate, customize, or change just about anything you like about the car, right down to the ride quality and currently selected massage mode with a millimeter or two of fingertip movement. There's even an ambient lighting system with colors and patterns you can customize on the fly. Safety and autonomous systems are abundant. Among S-Class's capabilities are hands-free moments of highway driving where the car steers for you and can even make lane changes hands-free after you tap the turn signal. It can help you steer more safely around surprise hazards, automatically brake to avoid certain types of collisions, and it uses camera inputs to fine-tune the headlight spread after dark. This puts one of the most potent and advanced headlight systems on the road to work for you, and it massively reduces eye strain. It's all about high tech, enhancing safety and confidence. Another example, body-mounted cameras give you an extremely high-resolution view of everything around you in parking, and various assist systems and parking camera angles ensure you have a great view of your entire surroundings. Or let the car park itself. Tap a button and it'll self-steer into the space you like, shifting gears as needed after special sensors measure and calculate the world around it. Any more self-aware and they'd have to ship this thing with a birth certificate. And the ride quality? Off the charts. You get consistently opulent comfort from a big, creamy sedan that doesn't feel overly floaty or geriatric. You can pick different drive modes which affect the ride, but comfort is best. Here you feel like you're driving a hovercraft with small bumps that don't even register and bigger ones that feel a third of their size. So you enjoy one of the most comfortable rides going, from one of the quietest cabins going, from some of the best seats that you'll ever sit in. And to me, that's the magic of this car, not just a single feature or attribute, but how several of them come together here on the open highway, where it's literally like driving around in your own isolation chamber or luxury social lounge or a leather-lined concert hall, depending on what you want to get up to. Oh, and those back seats, massive thanks to this model's extended wheelbase providing more legroom than many SUVs. Under the hood, this 4-liter V8 uses twin turbochargers for 463 horsepower. There's direct injection, cylinder deactivation, idle-killing auto stop, and a slew of other implements to make it about as fuel efficient as this much power gets. A 9-speed automatic ensures hilariously low cruising revs and improved mileage too. Few things this big and powerful are easy on fuel, but engineers have done virtually everything they can to squeeze out maximum efficiency, using tech that will one day become mainstream. If you're wondering, the power output is hugely satisfying, and though the sound is basically non-existent, the torque will probably put you in the mood for some mindless fun. Gripes are usually few and far between at this sort of price point, though some of the interfaces will take you a while to learn, some of the safety warning systems are too sensitive at times, and that can be annoying. And finally, since this machine is so focused on tranquil comfort, some enthusiast drivers will need to step up into a sportier AMG model to satisfy their inner thrill seeker. In all, here's a machine that's high-tech and powerful and supremely advanced, ironic given how well it works if you just want to mostly forget about driving and just relax. If you're lucky enough to be shopping this segment, then take this machine as money very well spent if advanced technology and virtually unsurpassable tranquility and comfort are your priorities. For the rest of us, well, take what you see here as a sneak preview of a lot of things that we'll find in more affordable cars, likely one day soon. I'm Justin Pritchard.